For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 15 of Season 3 here in the career mode Road to Glory. It's the 20th of January. We've Preston at home to start things off, but we're in the thick of the transfer window right now. Games against Preston and Blackburn today before we face Sunderland away from home in the FA Cup on the Friday and then Brighton the following Wednesday. So busy end of the month, to be fair. Very busy end of the month, but hopefully we can get the results we need. Hopefully we can bring in the players we're hoping to bring in as well. Had a little bit of discussion with people in the comments section of the previous episode with regards to the offer we got from Paris Saint-Germain for Lino Navarrete. Handful of people saying, don't you dare sell him. Handful of people saying, maybe I should have counter-offered a ludicrously high bid because it was PSG and they probably would have paid it. The main reason why I didn't, A, because he was our first Scout Future Star and he's already 81 rated and very, very good for me on the right-hand side. Although there were a couple of people saying he's not as impactful out there as he perhaps could be. And I agree. However, for now, we're sticking with a 4-4-2. But the plan is, when we go to the Premier League next season, providing we get promoted, which we should, I'm going to switch to a 4-2-3-1. And I'm planning on playing Navarrete at cam in that 4-2-3-1. Considering we're weak on players in the centre of midfield right now, I'm going to concentrate my central midfield intake to central defensive midfielders or all-round midfielders so that I can throw Navarrete in at cam behind either Lozano or Osoro or perhaps someone else we might bring in between now and then and switch the formation around, which means there would be space on that right-hand side for someone like Alessandrini to come in from Marseille on a pre-contract and slot straight into the starting lineup to improve the overall rating of the team and just in general have some more quality in there. So thank you for all of your feedback so far. A number of other players offered in the comment section, some of which I'm scouting, some of which I have actually added on to the shortlist. A number of players I'm scouting but haven't actually added onto this list as of yet because I want to just wait and see what their stats are. I added Antonio Sans... Was it Ansonsoni? No, not him. I added someone else. Lorenzo Caligari, that's who it was. I knew there was a youngster in there that I added in. Someone recommended him. Got very good passing and long passing, short and long passing stats already at 19. Obviously wouldn't be a first team starter, but perhaps a good youngster to keep an eye on, which is what we'll do. Also added in Benyat as a potential for kind of the all-round central midfielder. He's 30 now, but could do a job for us for a season in the Premier League, give us the quality we need to just establish ourselves in the league, and then we could perhaps sell him on for profit and then replace him with someone better and younger 12 months down the line. Asane Nukuri was someone that was recommended. Again, too young to sign on a pre-contract. I don't actually think he's available. His contract is running out at all either, but again, someone to keep an eye on for future seasons. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, similarly in that fashion. Decent player already, but someone to keep an eye on for future. And that's they're all the players I've added to the shortlist so far. But like I say, I'm out scouting about 50 other players right now, waiting for the scout reports to come back. My scouts are already bringing back other options with regards potential signings as well. Jordan Abita is there, although I'm not looking for a left back. Matthias, I mean, maybe, but not looking really for a left side midfielder. I'll have to go through and look through all of these players because there's a number there, as you can see, and just kind of pick and choose what's been given to me. Sorry, what's become available and what isn't. Because for some reason I'm asking for players with a year left on their contract, and it's given me or less than a year left on their contract, and it's given me players with 18 months left on their contract because it's still listed down as 1 year, which is unfortunate, but never mind. Joel Osoro is currently top of the goalscorer charts, though, after his 4 goals in yesterday's episode, or 4 goals in 1 game in yesterday's episode, so he's thrown him right to the top of the goal-scoring charts. Lozano is there in 15th with 9, and I don't think anyone else is involved in that particular list. Osoro and Lozano have created quite the partnership up top for us, but we will start with Preston and then follow that up with the game against Blackburn. Just going to be rotating the side around as and when we can to avoid people getting too tired and risking injuries, etc. Preston are currently 17th and Blackburn are rock bottom of the table. So I'd like to think 2 wins for us today, although I'm so hit and miss at times. We'll just have to wait and see. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further videos. And we'll jump now into this game at home against Preston. Gieselman, draw the defender in, which has left space out wide for Greco to run into. Nice sharp turn inside. Sets it up for Gieselman, who unfortunately has drilled wide of the target. Can be known to score the odd long ranger. Gieselman will go to Greco. Turn inside quickly. Look through there to Lozano. Just hold off the man. He's done well, although he stumbled, and will take the free kick. I'm not really too sure I want to take it quickly. And Osoro just poked it into blank space. We'll not have Joel Osoro taking it, though. Let's give it to Greco, because he's tiny. He's not going to be winning any headers in the box, is he? I am tempted to shoot, though. The referee's coming across, I think, to tell the ball off, which he has done. Let me give this to Gieselman, and we might try something outrageous. 37 yards. Now, Gieselman has scored a couple of free kicks for us so far. Straight at the keeper. It was worth a try. It wasn't that bad an effort, actually, considering how low his stats are. Oh, that may have caused me some problems. No, thank you, Davinson Sanchez. It wasn't that bad considering how low his stats are, but still perhaps a little bit ambitious to try and take it on from there. Halliday in there to Chavlaran. See the run on the outside. It was a terrible touch, but Lozano will get this to Gieselman. Good save by Anders Lindegaard. Thought for a moment Gieselman was going to pop up with a goal. There's 2 chances he's had now in this game. That's going to drop free to no one, and it's going to be another corner. Right, fair enough. Well, couldn't quite see who got the touch on that as it came into the box. Chavlaran with the delivery again. That's going to drop to someone. Who's that someone going to be? Damien Johnson, unfortunately. Navarrete challenged for that. He's done well. Get it out wide again. Chavlaran in there to Gieselman. He's involved in everything going forward so far. Osoro. Oh, I just couldn't resist giving it back to Gieselman again to try and get him a goal. He's on fire so far. Having a great game. Unfortunately, now though, out of position. Whoa! That was slightly more aggressive than I imagined it would be from Jake Clark-Salter. I might be lucky to stay on the pitch here. Referee coming across, it's just a yellow card. Wow, that was a heart-in-mouth moment. 0-0 after 33 minutes. Colin Gieselman. You came... Oh, this one's a little bit further out, 40 yards. You came close earlier on. Can you do it again? I tell you what, that wasn't far away again. Really good effort from Gieselman. I'm desperate to take the lead. And if I could have done it with a 40-yard free kick, I'd have been absolutely thrilled. Beckford. Out wide here to Cunningham. That's a really good ball in. Thankfully, Clark-Salter gets there. Johnson with a corner. They've had a couple so far in this game, Preston, and they're causing me some problems with them. That one's not the best. And Navarrete heads away. Osoro will get there. Right, 2 defenders in front of me. Just need to power around the outside of them, although there is a fresh substitute, but he hasn't got the ability to hold off Osoro. We'll pull it back into Greco. Lozano's arriving. Lozano deflected. It could still drop. Osoro's headed it. Oh. And Reveredo, the defender that initially lost out to Osoro, is the man in the way to stop me from taking the lead. 17 minutes to go. 0-0. Throw for Preston. Oh, I'll have that. Oh, I say I'll have that. It wasn't the best of headers by Bradley Halliday. Craig, Greco there with him. Gets a foot in, but it's not enough to win the ball back properly. Craig inside to Stevie May. May with some space here. Don't like this, and that's exactly why I don't like it. In the 88th minute, Preston take the lead. I've not been on it in this one. Not been at the races at all. They don't necessarily deserve a win, but they don't deserve to lose, Preston. And I overcommitted there with Jake Clark-Salter. I thought for a minute I wasn't going to get there, and in the end, I went too far. Great finish, though. Take nothing away from that. Preston 1, Cambridge 0 in the 88th minute. Looks like we're going to be losing here at home. It's good football. Oh, it's a lovely tackle, but Berry picks up on it. Poke in front of Lozano. Do we keep going? No, I'm going to turn back. Oh, perhaps shouldn't have done that. Osoro's there. That's not Osoro. That's Gieselman. It was meant for Osoro. Lozano. Oh, he spun well. Oh, no. What a challenge. I was going to let fly with Lozano there. Although, judging by my luck in similar situations and positions yesterday, I only would have hit the woodwork anyway. A 1-0 defeat at home against Preston North End. Completely against the run of our results recently. We scored 9 goals in 2 games yesterday, and then didn't score a single one in that entire 90 minutes. Middlesbrough won, so that's going to put them top of the table again. Watford also won, so that will close the gap on me as well to a single point. That's not a good weekend for us. Back to the transfer window. Mamadou Sakho has gone to Juventus from Liverpool for £19 million, and they've just brought in, I'm not sure whether it will actually be in here, will it? Yeah, finally exits QPR. Sandro, who we were thinking about going in for, has gone to Liverpool for £8 million. So what they're going to do with regards to that centre-back role, I'm not sure. We've sold someone, apparently. It is... Carol Metz's deal has finally gone through. 1.6 in total, 1.2 added to the transfer budget, of which we can, again, fiddle with. So, oh God, we've got so much money there in the wage budget. But that's the thing, you put it all into the transfer budget, it really is next to nothing. But wage-wise, we could afford to bring in a number of players here. It's just finding the right player to bring in. And so far, we haven't really stumbled across someone that stands out. I could afford to bring in 4 or 5 high-quality players if they'd be willing to join me. But as of yet, still waiting for scout reports or full scout reports to come back, and also still waiting to get more options in from my scouts and from you guys in the comments. I'm unsure as to what to do. I'm almost certain I'm going to try and bring in Alessandrini. I just want to get that scout report back first. Got Blackburn away now, and we'll play that game. I think they're still bottom. I think actually they were out of touch, weren't they, with those above them? No, that's a complete lie. They must have won because they're up to 21st. So they're above everybody in the relegation zone now, so fair play to them. Preston's win has moved them up to 16th. And we, as we presumed, were down to 2nd, and Watford are within a point of us. We need to keep a run of good form going, otherwise, you know, the automatic promotion spots aren't as certified as we might like to think. I'm going to have to go and take Jake Clark-Salter out now. He's accumulated too many yellow cards, so he's going to be banned. So we will throw Bennett on, and I'll go and completely change the 11 for this game against Blackburn because everybody else is really tired from the game against Preston. Mason driving into the space. Space kind of ran out, really, but he's been able to get that through there to Emre Moore. There's a great tackle from behind that really wasn't a foul, but Jason Lowe might find himself in some trouble here. The referee's come across and isn't going to brandish a card. He shouldn't have even blown his whistle. It's such a brilliant tackle. Quite clearly wins the ball. Yeah, it's from behind, but still, it's harsh to give the foul. Right, Zedos actually has decent free kick stats, so we'll see if we can get this in. It's over the wall. Okay. He's got high curve, and clearly that was why it bent so far towards the goalkeeper. Something to bear in mind next time we get a free kick in a similar position of similar range with Zedos. We'll get this inside here to Moore, and he slotted that nicely out to Rico Henry. Why the left back is there, I'm not sure. Someone threw himself at that in the middle. I'm not entirely too sure who that was, but A++ for effort. Unfortunately, he got nowhere near the football. Evans out to Ben Marshall. Trying our best to win it there. That's a great cross. Bailey Wright's done well to get that away. Wiedemont will get it quickly up to Emre Moore. Down to Luke Berry. Poke that in front of Emre Moore. Play this over the top looking for the run of McLaren. And he will get there, Jamie. And he'll turn back inside. And I'm going to look for Emre Moore. Oh, what? Where did he come from? What a clearance from the defender. Quickly get this across. Oh, Wiedemont just didn't attack the ball. Pollitt will get it to Hamilton here. Now, they might be in. No, Bennett's cut that out well. Wasn't where I intended that pass to go. It was meant for Wiedemont and went towards Jamie McLaren. Oh, I can't get over how good that clearance was from the Blackburn man. I was just about ready to turn and put that in the back of the net with Emre Moore, and he just arrived and flew through me. Nice turn by Folman. We'll look for Jamie McLaren. Wasn't the best of balls, but we could poke this for Wiedemont. He's in the box now. Maybe... I can't seem to do anything right today. Nothing is going for me in this game. I can't get my passing on point. I can't get my first touches or dribbling to go where I want it to. I'm just going to hit this from distance, trying to use that finesse trait that Jamie McLaren has, but unfortunately blocked at source from a defender. 22 minutes in. Trying desperately to get it off him. We're trying to aim towards the ball and press B, but he just ran a ring around him and gave away a foul, unfortunately. Defeat against Preston, and I'm struggling here against Blackburn as well. Not going well for me today. Pollitt into Ben Marshall, who struck it early, and Hamilton's going to have the opportunity here. Bailey Wright with a great block. Absolutely superb block. I'm just not at the races here. It's not working for me. Nothing I'm doing is working, and I can't seem to do anything right. Case in point. 34th minute, Blackburn to whip the corner in. Ben Marshall again to take it. A lot of power on it for a second time. God, that's bouncing free, and it's just awkward. Everything about the past couple of games has been awkward. Run, Jamie. Make me the run. There we go. Right, I've got Emre Moore in the middle. Not going to get away from Arboleda here, though, but we've turned well. Still driving. There's Emre Moore. Jamie McLaren's gone again. Hit it early. No. See what I mean about nothing going for me? Until that happens, then something's gone for me. All right, first stroke of luck. Emre Moore puts it in the back of the net. It would have been absolutely brilliant if McLaren had made connection with the ball there. I don't know what the keeper was doing. And McLaren jumped over it. He's seemingly determined to avoid scoring a goal in this game, Jamie McLaren. Thankfully, Emre Moore isn't determined to avoid scoring a goal and slams it home. 1-0 Cambridge. Evans drilled into Ben Marshall. Trying to outmuscle him. We've done well there with Joel Mason. Keep running. Give that to Corbinian Folman. God, that is a mouthful to say mid-commentary. Get that across there to Jamie McLaren. Yup. Into Luke Berry. Through there looking for Wiedemann. Keep that in, Hugo. Well done. He's done brilliantly there. Rico Henry dinks it in. And Emre Moore finishes. Oh, the extra effort put in from Hugo Wiedemann there to keep the ball in play works stupendously. Lovely ball in from Rico Henry on his weaker right foot. And to be fair, Emre Moore's only about that tall, but he's risen above Folman and the defender there to head that home. 2-0 Cambridge. Moore to McLaren. Good footwork. Up there to Folman. Just try and get away from the defenders that are closing me down. Then go back to Jamie McLaren. There we go. McLaren. Smack. 3-0. All right, things are starting to come together now, and Jamie McLaren has decided he does want to score a goal today. Absolutely brilliant finish. Nice ball round the corner from Emre Moore as well, who's on a hat-trick. I could have gone greedy, decided against it, and he's crashed that home. 3-0. Brown. Okay. Everybody pushed forward for Blackburn for the previous corner that you probably won't have seen. And that means that Wiedemann. Flashbacks to yesterday. Flashbacks to yesterday with the woodwork being struck again. Unfortunately not able to make it 4-0 there. Up we go. Conway heads away. That'll be another corner. That was only our first corner of the game, apparently. We realised we hadn't been that good pushing forward. Jamie McLaren will bring this down. He's done brilliantly and left the defender in a heap. And that was destined for the far top corner, but Jason Steele has done well to keep that out. Going to be a 3-0 victory here, unless anything drastic happens in the last few moments, which it probably won't do. And we're back to our goal-scoring best. I say our goal-scoring best. We're back to goal-scoring. I definitely haven't been at my best here, but we might be about to make this 4. And have done. Emre Moore makes it 4. Cambridge United 4, Blackburn 0. 3 points coming back to Cambridge with us all the way back down the M6. And to be fair, the second half has been more like myself. The first half and the entire game against Preston, terrible. Absolutely awful. But thankfully, in the second half, we stepped up to the plate and were able to turn things around. And we've come away with a dominant victory. Now, will that be enough to put us back top of the table? We're not sure. Let's have a look and see what happened with regards Watford and Middlesbrough. Watford won 5-0 against Leeds. Wow. Middlesbrough won 2-1 against Brentford. So it's as we were at the top of the table. Middlesbrough, Cambridge, Watford. Big win for Watford at home against Leeds as well. That's huge. Absolutely massive. Didn't expect to see that, I'll be completely honest. We've got Sunderland in the FA Cup next. Andrej Petrak is worried about his future, as he should be, because he's probably going to be sold. Transfer for Tyler Brown. That's interesting. He's got great potential. I'm not willing to sell him. He hasn't played much for me. I would be willing to send him out on loan, but not yet. And the scout report for Sansone's come back, and yeah, I really don't think he's going to be someone I'm going to be following up on, unfortunately. Never mind. Right, let's push forward to Sunderland. See if anything else happens in the transfer window. If not, that will be us for today. Advancing forward, just 2 days until the game against Sunderland. So the first team will be back in the game that actually rather underperformed against Preston, and that will be where we leave it then. So Joel Asoro has the chance to take on his former club and see if we can't pick ourselves up a victory in the FA Cup 4th round. But for now, that's where we'll leave it. Sunderland and Brighton tomorrow, and transfer deadline day as well. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Make sure you keep hitting me up with those transfer suggestions. We have 1 episode left in the transfer window. I'll see you then.